Hey everyone. Today we are going to learn how to use a few new tools in our arsenal. Um, the sweep tool allows you to do things that are kind of long. And also, I'm going to teach you how to use what are called detail views and section views on drawings, or break view rather. Section view you did on the whole block. So I'm going to show you how to do this weird, like I'm going to make a fish hook or something like it's fish hook like. Um, the sweep tool allows you to make a make something long rather than say extrude something for a long period of time. This time you'll create sort of a path for an extrusion to take. It's really quite nice. So I just chose one plane real quick. I'm gonna make a line that goes some distance here. You can follow along if you want, though it is not uh, crucial for you to do so. I'm gonna make an arc, a simple 3-point arc. That'll be fine to here. Something like that. Looks pretty good. And then maybe um, another quick line from here to here to here. Why not? So we have this shape. It's kind of loop hook sort of situation. And if I wanted to extrude a shape, it wouldn't really work. So I'm going to finish this. Um, and instead, what we're going to do is we're going to make a outline or like a form here that will then extrude along this line, and the extrusion will create or be created along this path. It's pretty neat. I need to construct a new plane because um, I want to work on the like the tip of this point here. So I'm going to choose this plane. This is just a simple offset plane. And I don't know exactly where I need to go. So I'm going to move it to here, right there. That'll be just fine. So I've created a new plane and I've moved it from the origin up to where the same space where that point is. And I'm going to create a new sketch on that plane. Um, that point is right here, as you can see right there. And so I'm going to zoom in on it real quick. Um, I'm going to create a shape. And why do something like a square or rectangle or a circle and make it boring? Let's do a polygon. Let's put a polygon right here. And let's make it, say, 2 millimeters in diameter. That's the inscribed um, portion. But I want to change how many sides. I don't want to do a hexagon. I want to do a triangle. It's a triangle. This would be cool. And you'll see that it's kind of not the correct shape necessarily. So I'm going to make the bottom part parallel to not that. Oh, do horizontal. Maybe horizontal with the origin. Hopefully that worked. Cool. Now I'm going to finish that sketch, and now I have a triangle at the end of this weird path. So I'm going to sweep it, which will then extrude it along the path. The whole path will become this triangular shape. It's pretty cool. Sweep lives right here in this tool set. I'm gonna click on it, and you have to do a few things. Yeah, there's options here: path plus rails. These are all things that'll happen later. We just want a single path. Now, the profile that we want to extrude is the triangle, and the path that we want to take with that extrusion is this one right here. I'm going to click on it, and bam, check that out. Now I have this weird triangular shaped hook-like extrusion thing, which is pretty neat. You could add some more details if you wanted. Um, make it more hook-like, possibly. Um, create a new sketch, maybe over here. Uh, make a. But we can make a point, maybe right over here, and finish that sketch. And you learned this tool last time, I believe. Let's see if this works. I don't know if you can loft to just a point. We're going to try it, though. Loft from there to there. Bam! Now I have something that looks a little bit more lethal than before. It's a weird hook shape. And I want to add another detail. Why not? I'm going to zoom in right over here. I'm going to put a hole right here. That's really hard to see. I do know I'm working on this plane, so I'm going to add another point. Why not? Right onto the plane there. That's fine. And I'm just kind of going avant-garde here with this for fun, just to show you a couple tools. Now I'm going to do a hole right here, and that's too large of a diameter. So I'm going to go down to, let's say, 0.75 millimeters. That's depth. That's not what I want. I want this one, 2.75. Small, let's do 1.25. That looks better. And I want this to be a through hole, through all, and I'll be done with it. So look how weird that looks. It's kind of neat. So with this weird detail, I'm going to show you a few things that you can do with the drawings. I'm going to save my work, and I'm going to create a drawing. And we will wait a moment for the drawing to load. Boolean template, okay. So you have something in this case that is very, very long, and we want this to be a little bit shorter to really highlight the size of our hook. So here's the front here, I guess. We'll project a couple other shapes, a couple other sides. Do that one, and an ISO like that. That's fine. I'm gonna move this ISO over here. And these are just kind of a little bit too small. So we can change the size, 1 to 5. Let's make it 1 to 10. No, that's the opposite direction, 1 to 1. A little bit too big, 1.5. Better. Okay. And we want to shade the ISO, of course. And we'll move it over just so it's not interacting with the border. Ooh, why do that? There we go. And we're going to do a cool thing. So this is really long, and if you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, you could do something called a split, rather a break view. So I'm going to click on this view right here, and you can section it off. Rather, you'll take like one end and then click on the other end, and when you click OK, it'll shorten it up so that you can fit more of it. You can see that the whole thing is right here, but we're just sectioning off a redundant portion of our hook so that because it's not really necessary. And I believe if we dimension it from like here to say here, it's the full length, not just the length of this section right here. It's actually the full length of the hook, which is pretty cool. The other thing we got going on right here is this detail that would be missed, right? We want to be able to see that hole in more detail than we can view right now because this hook is really big. We want to be able to see this hole that's right there. We can do what's called a detail view. Um, we did section before. Now we just did a break, and now we're going to do a detail. So I'm going to select here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit with my detail view, and you're essentially drawing a little circle that you're going to blow up like this. So I want to see about this much of it, and I want to blow this up. So I'm going to place this detail view, say right here, and might take a moment to load. I want to change the scale. I'm going to go 2:1, make it a little bit bigger, and click OK. And the section here is this detail view where you can see a whole lot more of it, which is really cool. Let's make this even bigger. Let's make it 4:1. Make it huge. So these details, so they say it's right here, A, and A is over here. This little pointy bit right here. This is how you do break views when you want to shorten your view a little bit, and detail views when you want to highlight something is really, really big. Make something in Fusion 360 that requires these two um, views, and also do something with a sweep. You could make a paper clip. That would be pretty cool. Um, there's a lot of cylindrical objects that you could use sweep on. You can also use the oh, what do you call it? The uh, spline to make some interesting looking shapes that you could then sweep into something interesting, and then break it and see some detail views. Make a snake. I don't know. It'd just be one kind of linear looking snake. Anyway, those are how to use those tools right there: break view, detail view, and sweep tool. All right.